Yeah, hello everyone, myself Maruti, welcoming you all to this math video session. In this video, I'm going to deal with a topic from linear equation under two variables, of course, real life application. Right. So as it is a linear equation under two variables, definitely we'll be having two concepts, two unknowns. We have to set two equations so that we can find the value of the two unknowns what are missing there. So to compare that, let's come back to the question which deals with the two unknowns so that we can set two equations there. So what's the given question? A fraction equals 4 by 5 if 1 is added to both numerator and denominator. I like to repeat, a fraction equals 4 by 5 if 1 is added to both numerator and denominator. Fine, that is the first relation. Now, if 5 is subtracted from both numerator and denominator, the fraction, it equals 1 by 2. If 5 is subtracted from both numerator and denominator, fraction equals to 1 by 2. Now, the question is, what is the fraction? Okay, so as I have been dealing with the sums in terms of concepts, what are the two concepts what he is discussing in this sum? The two concepts are, as usual, the numerator and the denominator. So the concepts here are numerator and denominator. So let's go for this. It's the concept 1, right, and the concept 2. What are the two concepts, right, what he has given in the question? So the first concept is nothing but the numerator and the second concept is nothing but the denominator. Those are the two. Why? Because a fraction is nothing but numerator and denominator. Then only we can call it as a fraction. Now, so as the concept 1 is numerator, we don't know what is the numerator. Therefore, let us assume that the numerator of the fraction is x. Let the numerator be, let's take it as x. Done. Now, if the numerator is x, let's go for one more variable. Let the denominator be y. Let the denominator be y. These are the two variables what I have taken. So, numerator is x and the denominator is y. Now, we are not talking separately about numerator and denominator. We need the fraction. So, then the fraction. So what does the fraction become if the numerator is? So what is a fraction? We know fraction is nothing but numerator by denominator. That is what the fraction is, right? Fraction is numerator by denominator. Just now we took the numerator as x and the denominator is y. So x by y is the actual fraction now. So, as I said, the two concepts are numerator and denominator. I took the numerator as x and the denominator as y, and the fraction is becoming numerator by denominator. It's nothing but x by 1. Right. So now let's go back. So what are the two relations he is talking about? So why? Because we have to find the two. So to find the numerator and denominator, obviously to find the fraction, I have to find numerator and denominator. So what is the relation he has given to us? Let's go for the relation 1. So what are the two relations he is talking about? Right? Let's write the first relation. What he says, if 1 is added to both numerator and denominator, okay, the fraction equals. So we are stuck with a few words. What is the meaning of equals to? Right, in the same way, what is the meaning of the word subtracted and what is the meaning of the word added? First, before getting into the sum and before knowing the relation between both the variables, we should know what are those keywords. So the keywords what we are discussing, right, let's go with the keywords here. So the keywords what we are discussing is nothing but, right, the first one is nothing but added to, or the first one is equals. Right, so equals to, you have to remember, equals to means equals. Now, the next one is added. Added is nothing but, it's nothing but the plus. And the next one is subtracted. Subtracted is nothing but take away, it's minus. So these are the three keywords which you have to remember whenever we are dealing with the relation. So what is the relation he has given? So the relation goes like this. If 1 is added to numerator and denominator, right, the fraction equals, then fraction equals what? 4 by 5. Okay, fraction equals 4 by 5. Now, this is the sentence form of the relation. This is the sentence form of the relation. Let's set the symbolic form of the relation. Let's set the symbolic form of the relation. What he says, if 1 is added to numerator and denominator, the fraction equals 4 by 5. Okay, so before going to that one, let me deal with a logic here. Logic 2 I am talking about. Logic 2. Right. What is that logic? Is nothing but order of relation or order of the sentence. I am talking about order of the sentence and order of the symbol. We have to talk about order of sentence and order of symbol. You have to know this one. Always please remember, order of sentence and order of relation will be always in the reverse direction. If order of sentence is going in this direction, then order of symbol will be going in the opposite direction. The sentence and the symbolic form, they will be in the opposite direction. Let me let you know what he says. If 1 is added to numerator and denominator, if you check it out, 1 is at the beginning and right. 1 is added to numerator and denominator, they are at the ending. Is it cool? Right? 1 is at the beginning, numerator and denominator are at the ending. Right? And we are talking about the fraction. So how to write? What he says, fraction, right? Fraction equals, just now I said equals means equal. Fraction equals, actually what is the meaning of fraction? Fraction, okay. Fraction equals, what he says, fraction equals what? 4 by 5. Fraction equals 4 by 5. Fraction equals 4 by 5. When if you add 1 to the numerator and denominator, if 1 is added to both numerator and denominator. So what is a fraction? Fraction is 4 by 5. Right, fraction is 4 by 5. What we are adding? 1 added to numerator and denominator. We know, just now we said numerator is x and denominator is y. So first is 1, later on added means, just now I said added means plus 1, right? We are now taking the reverse direction. 1 plus x. This is actually fraction means numerator and denominator. Numerator is x, denominator is y. So what we are doing? So 1 added to numerator. See here, 1 added to numerator, but I am taking in the reverse direction. 1 added to the numerator and 1 added to the denominator. This is the reverse relation what we have to. Of course, as we are having plus here, it doesn't matter. But when it is minus, twice, all those things matter. Therefore, follow a correct procedure for everything. Order of sentence and order of symbol should be always in the reverse direction. Fraction equals 4 by 5 when what is it? 1 added. Fraction is equaling to 4 by 5. See, fraction is equal to 4 by 5 when 1 is added to numerator. That is 4 by 5 equals, what is the numerator? Numerator is x plus 1. What's the denominator? It's nothing but y plus 1. This is cool. Now, as you all know, after setting up, we have to convert in the form of a linear equation. Let me do cross multiplication. That is, right, let me keep a parenthesis on the brackets first. Now, let us cross it. 4 into y plus 1 is equal to 5 into x plus 1. Now, let's distribute it inside and let us convert in the form of linear. So, 4y plus 4 is equal to 5x plus 5. Let us bring everything to a one side. That is 5x minus 4y plus 5 minus 4 equals 0. Now, I think I can write it as 5x minus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. I like to call it as equation 1. Okay, so by setting the relation, I got the first equation. What is the first equation? 5x minus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. But please remember, sentence form, symbolic form, now we have substituted and we have simplified. Right? Now let's get back to the relation 2. So what is the relation 2? What he says? If phi is subtracted from, right, both numerator and denominator, fraction, then fraction equals to 1 by 2. That is what he has given. Of course, This is nothing but our sentence form. From that sentence, let's go back to the symbol form. So, but what I said, we are supposed to follow the order. Order of the sentence and order of the symbol are always reciprocal, or don't say reciprocal, in the reverse direction. This is a sentence. I like to write symbol now. So what he says, if 5 is added to both numerator and denominator, fraction equals to 1 by 2. First let us write fraction equals to 1 by 2. Fraction equals to 1 by 2. Right, when, if, what is the meaning of fraction? Fraction means what he says. I said, right, 5 is subtracted from, right, what is the numerator? Numerator is x, denominator is y, and what subtracted means minus. How much we are subtracting? Minus, so 5. But what I said, first what we are having? 5 we are having. Last what we are having? X and y. But the order of symbol is in the reverse. Right? You have to write that 5 first. 5 take away from the numerator. That's the cool. Or first let us write NR, numerator. Right? The fraction is like this. Right? The denominator minus 5. This is what implies. Right? Equals to what? Equals to what? 1 by 2. The fraction is equal to 1 by 2 when 5, right, the numerator and denominator are subtracted by 5. So that's what? 5 minus, right, we are having in the sentence, it is looking 5 is first. Numerator and denominator to the last. But first, while writing in symbols, write the numerator and denominator first, then write the 5 to the last. 5 take away from the numerator, 5 take away from denominator, then the fraction equals 1 by 2. This is how what we are supposed to say. Obviously, so numerator is x, denominator is y, that is x by y, right? Oh, x minus 5 by x, y minus 5 equals 1 by 2. This is what you have to set it up. Okay, now obviously you cross multiply 2 into x minus 5 is equal to 1 into y minus 5. So if you multiply 2x minus 10 equals y minus 5, transform this one as if 2x minus y minus 10 plus 5 equals 0. That is 2x minus y minus 5 equals 0. So this is equation 2. Okay. So after getting equation 1, let's get back to the question now. So we are having two equations. 5x minus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. 2x minus 1y minus 5 is equal to 0. We are eliminating, we are solving two equations with the help of elimination method. So in elimination method, we have to make the quotient of any one of the variable as equal. So here the quotient of y is nothing but 4. I like to make the quotient of y also 4. Therefore, entire second equation I like to multiply with 4. So if you multiply 4 2's 8, 4 1's 4 and 4 5's it's 20. But as we are doing elimination method, obviously we have to change the signs of the denominator. Why? Because we should have opposite signs. Earlier we are having minus and we are having minus. To change that one as plus, I have changed the sign of all the terms. Right. So here, so minus 4y plus 4y cancels, and here we are getting minus 3y, and if you check it out, it's nothing but 21 equals 0. So here minus 3x is equal to minus 21, multiply with the minus on both the sides, then it becomes 3x is equal to 21, x is equal to 21 by 3, take away it's 7, x is equal to 7. So what is actually x? We are talking it's nothing but numerator. Now let's substitute that in the first equation. What is the first equation? 5x minus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. Let's substitute there. If you substitute here, so it's 35 minus 4y plus 1 equals 0, which implies 36. If you add up 36 is equal to 4y. Once it's a 9, y is equal to 9 we are getting. So we got the numerator and denominator, but until and unless we verify, we can't tell it is correct. So verification, what is verification? What he says? What he says? Fraction 1. Now let us substitute, let us go. What he says? The fraction becomes 1, right? What he says? If 1 is added to both numerator, so x plus 1 by y plus 1 is equal to 4 by 5 he is saying. right? Numerator and denominator. Numerator is x, denominator is y. If 1 is added to both numerator and denominator, it should become 4 by 5. Let's check it out. What is the value of x? It's nothing but, let's see here. So 7 plus 1, but what is y? 9 plus 1. Is it to 4 by 5? Let us check it. So it's nothing but 8 by 10 is equal to 4 by 5. Is it? Check it. Let's simplify this one. So it's nothing but 2 4s and 2 5s. Yes, it's nothing but 4 by 5. So equation or relation 1 is verified. So as any one of the relation is verified, you can straight away say, but it is correct. Therefore, let's write conclusion part. Numerator of the fraction, comma, x equals, what's that? X, we got it as 7, and the denominator of the fraction, right, denominator of the fraction, y is equal to how much you got? Y, it's nothing but y, and the fraction itself, fraction, which is nothing but the numerator by denominator, which is nothing but x by y, is nothing but 7 by 9. This is how we are going to conclude the conclusion. Hope you got it. Thank you. In this channel, I have been placing both math and science videos.